Hi, how's it going? So today we're going to talk about low back pain. And the main thing when someone comes into us looking for advice and help regarding their back pain, we just say like it's very important to understand the process behind how to get this right and stop it from reoccurring. Everyone comes in and just asks, look, I want to have no pain at all. And we say that's fair enough. And what else do you want to have? I want to have good movement because it's stopping me from doing what I want to do on a daily basis. I can't work properly, I can't move properly, or anything like that. And the main other thing then, we want to avoid reoccurrence because back pain, for the most part, does recur very, very frequently. Okay, so when it looks to the back, when we look at the back, we draw these little stick people here like this. So hopefully you can see it properly. And you say, here's the spine, here's the pelvis, here's the thigh bone, here's the shin, and here's the ankle and foot, okay? So the blue line represents the muscles connecting from the lower back muscles into the glute, your bum, down into your hamstring, down into your calf and ankle, okay? And the main thing here with these guys is that they're all, when they're happy campers and working together and the whole body is working together as a unit, normally and functioning well, that works at 25%, that at 25, that at 25, and that at 25. So this is where the phrase "it's all connected" comes into play. From the foot all the way up the back, and we could project this up further along as well, depending on what was going on. If there was something else happening up at the neck and shoulder as well, causing the back to tighten, that could be equally this case as well. But for the purposes of demonstration, that's a normal operating system from the ground up to the lower back. Then if we took the example of a person with low back pain because of tightness in their low back and they just didn't know where it came from and didn't know how to get rid of it, that person's low back might be working at 40%. So this little squiggly line here indicates like tightness, right? So the low back might be working OTT, okay? All those muscles are working too well or overly hard, okay? Because some other part in the whole system is not working properly. I.e., in this case, we've just given an example of the glute muscle here, the bum muscle, working at 10%, okay? The hamstring is doing its 25, the calf and ankle are doing its 20, they're 25, okay? But the low back muscles here on the left-hand side, for this example, are actually doing 40%, so they're doing too much, so they're overworking and cramping and tightening, and then when muscles tighten and cramp, they cause pain, okay? So that's the example of that. So obviously, several things can cause the cramping and pain as well as the muscles themselves, because that might be in reaction to like a nerve or a disc issue as well, but they're not as frequent as the other things, you know what I mean, or joint related pains as well. But let's not underestimate like that stressors and strains in our daily lives as well do have a massive impact and influence on how the body reacts. Is that okay? So the process that we use is along this line here. So we use this little graph. So if you're down here at 0% and this is 100%, getting you back to normal. So everyone wants to get like no pain is a given, right? So we use this no pain is usually a 50-60% recovery. And then when we see a lot of people drop off and not come back in because they're happy with that. But unfortunately, they haven't seen the whole rehabilitation program through to the end, okay? So that's where our 5-step process comes into play, that you go through each step of the process and come out the other end much better than you were even like 5 or 10 years before your back pain kicked in, if it's back pain like that, which we see a lot of, okay? So 50-60% is going to be no pain. We're going to improve your confidence, improve your understanding so that you're not afraid to move. You know what to do when things happen. You know how to progress things. So we educate you so you know all the good stuff and when to do it, all right? And how to do it properly. We give you supported exercises on video format so it's easy to copy at home, so you've got good technique. And you can come into any of our facilities as well and use the equipment and rehabilitation equipment so that you get the best possible outcome with us, you know. And we also have online support for people who are liaising with us remotely as well. So the pain is going to be under control of 50-60% on the road to recovery. That's important. Remember that milestone. We will continue, despite having no pain at this stage, we will continue to build STR, the shorthand for strength, okay, to get you back to your normal activities, whatever they are. So if it's bending and picking up stuff at work, that's fine. If it's sitting at a desk or driving for a living, that's also easy. Or if it's more physically demanding stuff like much heavier duty work or sporting activities, we get people back to those levels as well. Okay, so that is part of the process about how we go about improving a person with back pain. It's straightforward. It works every time, but we don't progress people unless we feel you're able to do it. And it's not a recipe. We have to tweak it specifically for every person.